All right,
Lab
basically,
three.
what we're doing now is Lab 2.
So this is
our
your
Lab
shape.
2 project. What I want you guys to do
this,
is go
we're
to
going to
the
actually
icon on
use
top left corner.
the rectangle command.
You will go
So I'm
to
going to open up a new project.
drawing.
So
You
I'm going
open
to
up
open
your
up my
template.
title block.
Title block.
Okay,
You open that up.
H drive
Should be
CAD,
blank.
title block.
Hope it's blank.
Of course, I
And you'll
changed
edit
all
what
this.
you need.
Call it
Today's
Lab.
date didn't change.
Lab 3.
Yeah. But your title will change. So
And
you
of course,
want to
I
call
save
it
it
Lab
before I
2.
work
Again,
on this.
preferably
Save as,
in capital letters.
Lab 3.
Lab 2. Once you have that
At
edited,
this point, I'm going to
what you
minimize
want to
this
do
a little
is
so you guys can see both
save it
drawings.
as.
And I can't really.
Again, the reason you want to do that right off the
Normally
bat
you would
is if you
measure
don't
this
do it the
out,
first
see
time,
which boxes you want to.
it will not auto-save.
But I'm not
I
that
mean,
patient.
even though you open up the title block,
Plus, I'm not
technically
looking for
it'll
perfection. Just
show
showing you guys the
auto-save
skills
to
you
the
needed
title
to
block.
create this. But you,
So
you
for
don't want to do
this,
that. So I also have
in case,
my
go to
snap
your
mode
icon,
on.
go save as,
And I'm going to use a rectangle
go back
command,
into
which
your
is right here.
H drive,
Next
your CAD
to
116,
your
and
line.
call it your Lab
There.
2.
The Home tab, rectangle command. Rectangle command allows
And if you want to save an older version of AutoCAD,
exact
you can do that right there.
corners
Change
of
it to
itself.
2010.
So it
Save.
shows you, actually explains it better than me.
So basically, for Lab
So you
2,
select that item.
I will look over that drawing,
command.
make my initial
command, and you create
options of how I should design this.
It's right here.
Alright, so basically, I came up with an
looks like a
idea that
rectangle.
this is going to be my 1-inch length, and
It
I'll
looks like
work with that all the way around.
Click on the rectangle command, and you can just create a box by selecting
I'm going to
one
go to the
end
box
point
where the center is.
the other
which
end.
I know this is the center
So I
of the
did
box.
based
That
on
first
this.
little box.
Thicker lines
This one, I'm
here.
going to hit the top left
Go
corner,
to the top,
and then
make
I'm
sure
going to
my
hit snap
the
mode is on. Bottom
and
right
start
corner
from
so
there.
exactly the other end of the
1
object.
inch.
I'm going to actually minimize my
Just
screen
click.
so I can see both objects.
Since
Looks
I don't
like
have
I'm
the
making
paper
this box a
format.
little small. Yeah,
And
I'm going to keep on drawing that down.
Go down.
I made this one a little wrong.
So
This
seems
is 2
to
inches.
be-
This is
3 or 3.
1 inch. This is 1.5, and it was
3
1.5.
across.
So I
Yep.
made it wrong. So
2
that's okay.
across.
Things like this happen all the time. The nice thing about
Hit
rectangle, because you can select the rectangle,
Or I didn't actually
select
have to.
the
Just click that
center
point
blue
right here.
marking, you'll go and just
Looks
drag
like
it 3 across and down.
Have to snap turned off. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That looks about right.
Like this.
What you want to do is click the blue
2,
points and just drag them back to reduce the size. Do the same thing
2
on the
down.
other side. And I have something like this.
This one actually
Also going to work with the center.
long.
The problem with the center
So I do
is
something
I
like
don't
that.
actually
And if you
have
wanna
the
move
center
an
spot.
object,
That's another skill. Some of you guys may have that. You select the
felt-
object,
fell in that
which
trap.
is the rectangle. You go to your move command, which is up here. If you did
Or you
3
can type in
across,
M
you won't be
enter
able
for
to snap in the middle of these
if you need
2
to.
boxes. And you select a point to move it from. So it's asking you to specify. So for this one, that's a little bit tricky because we have to edit our base point. Base point will be
mode
to
to
give us an option to click
this-
in
from this
between
corner
these lines,
to this
so I can get the
point.
center of this.
And just moves over.
To do that, we go to our snap mode icon.
Alright, so
next step would be to create these other rectangles on the side here. We go again to rectangle command. And there's 2 ways of
Start
doing
from one
this.
corner of the
Either we can
rectangle
adjust the
to the other.
snapping
Spots,
space
or
or
we
we get back
change
to the
the command.
grid.
Hit space again.
At which point we still have to change the snapping.
So you can
points.
really do this pretty
I
fast.
prefer keeping it
to,
clean, not
hang
to divide this up too much because
Now
then
let's
it's
say I just
gonna be
want
an issue
to copy these.
drawing
I
the
don't
lines.
feel like
But
using
I
the mirror
don't mind
command
doing
because
the
I don't know where the
snap
center
option
is.
to
I don't
be
want to work
quarter
around
of
that.
the inch.
For some reason, I just want to make a copy.
So I'm going to change.
And I
want to copy it based on the X spacing to be a quarter.
So I'm copying it, let's say from this
and that
point
should automatically
to this
change
point
the
here.
Y
So
spacing.
take all
to
these,
0.25.
And how do you get the traffic
copy it
pattern?
from here to here because that's
To
going to be
get to
exactly
this
where I
tab,
want
all
to
you
place
have to
them.
do is right
It's the
click
same
on
thing
the
as a move
snap
command.
mode,
It also is like a
settings,
point of displacement.
and you'll
And
get
a copy
to that
is
and
actually
change
right
it
next
from
to your move command. It's under.
0.5 to
So you
0.25.
select copy.
Now
Either
when you
select
have your
object
line
before you hit
command,
copy or
you'll
after
see that you can
select
snap
the objects.
in
So you select
between
the objects, you hit copy,
the
or you
grids.
hit copy and you select the objects. Both will work.
So once
Once
I
you
have
have
that,
that,
now
so
I
it
can
asks you to
create
specify
that
base
center
point.
triangle.
So my
that we
base
see
point will
here,
be actually
that
this
is at the
corner
center
here,
of
or I can
these
use this
3 boxes.
And I'm going to move it over to snap
So-
onto that same
So
corner
we
of
click
the
on that
last
center point.
square.
We go across
I would
making
say
a
about,
copy. And click escape to get out of the command, because otherwise it'll ask me, do I want to make more copies of it?
and we do the same thing
I
the
do the
other
same thing
side.
with these top three. Select them. I go to my copy command.
And
It
we
goes
do that triangle.
specify base
We also
points
have two
of
additional
displacement.
triangles.
So I'm going to
Actually,
use
four.
this corner
Actually,
here.
you can see on the drawing, this is
I'm
not
going to
the
move my
best
mouse
drawing.
down.
This
to the
line's
position I
overextended
like.
here.
I click.
This triangle is not
If I move my mouse,
perfect.
keep on
This one's
going, you'll see that I can
overextended.
make more copies.
So
if
this
I need
has
to.
a lot of
But I'm
errors.
done. This is all I want.
Hopefully
So
our
I can
drawing will be way
or
better.
or right click enter. And that gives me
Since we
our
don't have
command.
dimensions or specifications, if
Finally,
your triangle is a
we
little
work out
lower
this
or higher, that's
center,
fine. It just gives you an idea
well,
how
square.
to,
We again go with the rectangle command.
like this one. I'm not even
Select
sure
the
where I should
outer
put this
points. Then we can actually hit
Yeah,
base run.
at least
go
that.
back to the
But as
command
long as it matches your
and work
drawing,
out the
not
finer details.
okay.
Just like that.
That's fine.
Oops.
But from what it looks like, the center point's
Yes.
right here, and you can create something.
So I'm using
like
snap
that.
mode to give me the points to snap
So,
onto.
I have something like this. I have the center
As I
triangle
work out the details here,
or diamond.
which may not be perfect, but
And actually, what I'm
Get
going
the
to do
right
is I'm going to do a
I
little
clicked it
trick
too
on you
early.
guys.
Just drag blue points.
So I'm not going to go any further than I have so far.
So basically, I have that.
I created
go to the next
a
rectangle.
quadrant of the
this.
image. Since I know each one is repeated and it's exactly the same location, they're like a mirror image. So if I
And
created a mirror right at the
Just like
center, except it
It's
reflected
not
this
centered
side to
onto
the other
my
side,
title
it would
block,
be exactly
which
that. Then
might
once
be
I have
okay
these
for
reflected,
some,
I would
but I
take the
wanna
top
put it right
two portions and
middle.
reflect it to the bottom.
So what I want to do is I'm going to
And
select
I'm
the
going to show
whole
you
entire
guys how to
object.
do that now.
I'm
The
just going to
only
move it.
problem
Yeah,
I
move
see
command.
is
Select the
that
point from
this
which you want to displace it. So I want to move it from
midpoint
this
should
corner
be
here,
at this
one
midpoint
box down.
here.
One
To make it nice and
one
grid
down.
So I'm going to move this
this
line
to the right.
back.
I
To do
also want
that,
to select
I
it
select
again.
the line,
Go to the move command,
just
and I
this
want to
line,
go
not this one, and I stretch it
downwards
back by
about
selecting a blue point
3.
and just moving it back.
And that gives
half
me
an inch.
3 boxes at the bottom and a little bit more than 3 on top.
And I'm actually
And that's exactly where I want it.
yeah,
So
I'll
it's
stretch
actually
this
centered.
line.
So now
you
if
have
you
two
feel like
options,
going back to your
stretching
other lab 1 or 2,
or moving.
and
Moving is that you
centering
have to use
that's
the move
how you would
command,
do it.
but to stretch
Use
a
the move
line,
command,
you just select a blue
select the
point and you can
object.
stretch it from there.
You select a
Unless you select the
point
center.
from where you want
That's a
to
whole
move it
different
from.
story. It just moves it.
So I want to move it from here.
But
to
each
here.
end point
And
of a line
follows
allows
your
you to stretch it out to make it longer
And
or
then once you have
shorter.
that done,
Up to you.
save your work. And you
So now
create
look
lab 3.
like this is centered to a triangle, to the diamond, and diamond is centered to this part. I can stretch it down to make it exactly matching to that diamond. I did that because if I use the mirror command, which is up here, it will make an exact mirror reference of this whole part. I'm not going to mirror this part here because it's already complete, but I will mirror this area right here. To do this mirror command, what you want to do is go to your mirror command, or you can type it in. Any commands in AutoCAD can be typed in. If you can't find it and you're wasting time looking for it, you might as well just type it in. You'll maybe remind yourself where it was later on. So we select the mirror command. We select the objects we want to mirror, which is going to be all these lines. So we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines.
Select the object first and then.
Once you have selected, it's going to ask you, in the command bar, it keeps on asking you, do you want to select objects? It's asking if you want to select more. You can see it found 9 total already, which is right because that's what I counted. I need to mirror 9 objects. So now that's it. So what I type in is enter or space or right click enter. Do not escape. If you escape, you leave the command. If you click enter, you're moving forward with the command. So if it's asking you, do you want to select any more objects? No, I'm good. So you click enter. No, that's it for now.
How do you select the object?
You click on it.
Each line?
Yes.
Like if I want to select that center square, which mine is very small, and then put.
So I have everything selected. Next option that the command bar is asking me for is specify a first point of a mirror line. So the mirror line is going to be just that. Here, if we move our mouse here, I believe it's going to show you a sample of what a mirror line is. So dashed line is the mirror line. So it kind of like makes a exact copy on the other side, or a mirror of it. So it's a mirror image. So what we're going to do is create a line that's going to be centered. You can either guess that that's going to be the center, use the endpoint here of the line and go down, because that's going to be how you're going to mirror it over, or you can even use the diamond shape as a reference. So you select it from the top or at any of this center line area, you move your mouse down and you'll see a somewhat of a demo of what it's going to be. If you have your mouse off, to the side, it's not going to work. But if you have it perfectly 90 degrees, you'll see that it works perfectly. And now, before we do anything else, because I clicked it, I drew the mirror line, it gives you another option it's asking for. It's going to say, mirror, erase source object, yes or no. No is default. You don't have to type in the full words. You can just type in Y or N, enter. Since N is default and I don't want to erase the original, I just click enter. And that gives me a mirror image of the object. Okay, once you have that side mirrored, you have to mirror both of these down to the bottom side. So you go to your mirror command again, or you can type in mirror. It's going to pop up slowly, MI even comes up. And you can create a box, select as many as you like, but the problem is you'll select the middle diamond, which you don't want to do. But if you do, there's a way to deselect it. To do so, you hold Shift and you click on the lines you want to deselect. So right now I selected everything and I deselected these two tops because I didn't want them to be mirrored. And you can tell what has been selected by the dashes. And it's going to ask you to select objects. No, I'm done for now. 18 total. That's right, because I had 9 in the beginning times 2, 18. So I'm just going to click enter or space. Now it's going to ask me to create a mirror. This time we're going to mirror it horizontally. So just like that green line you see right now, that's how we're going to draw a line. We're going to start from here, from this point, to this point. And click. Now the next option, erase source object. No, N is defaulted, so we just click enter. And that creates our object. So now you're done, so save your work, and you're ready to start a new project.